gonna show you how to master your craft. Let's go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Came to make some money, came to build your brand. Talk to Sean V. Bradley, y'all know he's the man. Wanna be a better leader, maximize your time? Well, you meet Karina Bradley. Let me get her on the line.
Synergy Records.
Everybody, this is Sean V. Bradley, the president of Dealer Synergy and the creator of the Millionaire Car Salesman Network. And I have a very special guest here, my queen, Miss Karina Bradley. KBZ, what's up, honey? How you doing?
I'm good. Hello, everyone. I'm happy to be here.
Absolutely. We don't really get the opportunity to have you a part of the podcast or the Millionaire Car Salesman because you're in the background doing all the things that you do as the CEO of the company. But man, let's get cracking. This whole thing right now has been blowing up like crazy with the Buy a Car music video. So what's your thoughts on that, Kara?
Obviously, all of the support is super appreciated. We've had a lot of people, watching the video, liking the video, sharing it, and also reaching out personally, texting and emailing and just saying how
impressed with the vibe of the video, the energy, the dance moves, right? The production and just how well it was edited and put together.
Yeah. So let's kind of get into this really quick because it's crazy. I take for granted, I think that everybody knows who we are by this point. I've been in the industry for 26 years. You've been in the industry for almost 18 years. We've owned Dealer Synergy for 20 years. I think people know your background, but can you just go back and just tell people a little bit about the Karina Bradley project that we did and all that you've experienced in the music industry?
Yeah, so I definitely think you're probably the better promoter. So you might want to kind of clean it up after me. But I was a recording artist with a ton of views online. I had the privilege of working with a bunch of, big artists like Meek Mill, Papoose, Remy Ma. The way that we met L.A. Williams is actually, he was a producer for a bunch of my tracks. And I did it for about, I don't know, 10 years, I think it was 2008. No, maybe like 6 years before I actually retired. But I've been retired for about 10 years now. So I believe we started it, what was it, like 2008, 2009? And then we went to like 2012, 2013. When I was pregnant with Xander is when we decided to move on, but we were able to achieve a lot of big things. My song, Dance Floor Diva, was licensed by the Tia and Tamara show. And, I was on radio. I got to perform at a lot of really cool places and venues.
Yeah, you know what? I am definitely the promoter because you're too humble.
I know.
So folks, listen, this is crazy because it's my wife and everything like that. But long story short, we just produced Dealer Synergy, aka Synergy Records, created a major track for our industry called Buy a Car. And Karen, I don't know if you know, but it's got over 7,300 views as of this morning.
Oh, wow.
And it's blown up like crazy in our industry. Everybody's supporting it. We're going to be flying out to Atlanta at the end of the month to be interviewed on CBT News with Jim Fitzpatrick and the team. I mean, like, it's amazing that CBT News wants to interview us about the Buy a Car music video. They want to turn around and live stream the track. Digital Dealer is promoting it. Digital Dealer is going to, be playing the video for the opening keynote as they open up the entire conference. They're going to be playing it. We got huge companies from Podium to BombBomb to AutoWeb to Internet Brands to Call Review. All of these companies are supporting the track, and they're in the process of putting it through their permission-based email. They're going to be emailing it. They're going to be on social media. Now, let me tell the world, what people don't realize is that Dealer Synergy, Karina Bradley, Sean V. Bradley, L.A. Williams, has a very big tie to the music industry. So back in the early 2000s, Karen which is her real name, became AKA Karina Bradley. So, Kara, why don't you tell everybody, where did Karina come from? Because people get
Hmm.
confused. Is it Karen Bradley? Is it Karina Bradley? And I'm like, it's
I know
both.
my license plate says Karina, and I think people that I bump into on a daily basis, just with like school activities and stuff like that, they get a little confused too. Like, have I been calling you the wrong name the entire time? But no, that was actually a nickname given to me from my dad and my sister because my dad married a woman named Karen. So instead of getting confused with two Karens in the household, my sister started calling me Karina, and then it just stuck,
So,
which
Karina,
today is a good thing, right? Because
because Karen, yeah, no doubt. So I think that's friggin' awesome. So here's what happened. We were doing really well, making millions of dollars and crushing it. And then I'll never forget, I asked you, I said, honey, what do you want to do? And you were like, I want to go back to modeling, because you used to model, you've done, different things in your career for different agencies and stuff like that. I think Victoria's Secrets and something crazy like that before.
yeah.
And so you got a gig with Platinum Camp Productions with Daddy
Mhm.
Big. So it was hilarious because you were a video vixen. You know what I mean? Like you did music videos for, a bunch of these hip hop and reggae legends. And
Barrington Levy was the first one. Hmm.
yes, yes. So everybody, you might not know this, but there is a reggae legend named Barrington Levy. He did that song Murderer, Murderer, right? You know what I mean? Which is this huge popular song. So there was a music video for a Barrington Levy track called No War. And you were the extra on that track, right?
Hmm. I was, yeah, an extra in the video itself. Yeah. I
The
was one
the
of the rioters, to
Yeah,
be
so this was
exact.
this was like an apocalyptic scene. It was like in Philadelphia, there was like hundreds and hundreds of extras. There was like the world being blown up. There was like riot gear, police. There was cars
Mhm.
being blown up, in this music video. And you were in the front, like waving your fist, going through. And the production company was called, or video production company was called Augustus Films, with a very young, prominent, up and coming big director named Caesar Augustus.
Mhm.
And so tell everybody the story. So what happened? So you're on this set, but you pulled up in there in a beautiful brand new GL 550 Benz, like just like a boss. And you told like people were kind of shocked, like, yo, who's this video vixen giving off
Mhm.
this boss vibe? So what happened about that?
Yeah. So, like you said, I pulled up in my Mercedes, and I think that they could just tell that I wasn't there just to be some, girl in a video, that there was more to me
Marva.
than that. And one of the things actually when we were changing, it was funny because a lot of girls, they just change right out in the open, right? And that's just there was no like specific changing place. And me, I was like, yeah, no, like I have more respect for myself. I need to find like a private place. So that was actually the first time I talked to Caesar, because I had asked him, is there a bathroom? Is there somewhere I could go to? And then we just kind of started talking, and he was just like, oh, it's interesting that you seem like you're a little like different than just like, the average model. And we just started talking about what my background was and how, I owned a business and just the different things that I was involved in. We were really big into video search engine optimization at the time. That's like when it first started buzzing, and we were like the pioneers of that in the auto industry. So somehow we got off on a tangent of, I guess, like talking about promoting the video, right? Like, what are you doing next, Caesar? Like, what's your plan? Like, are you going to optimize the video? How are you going to get it out there? Like, what's your roadmap to success for this video? And I think he could tell, like, wait, this again, not just the typical model. And nothing against models, no offense if you're a model listening to this, but yeah. So just, he just knew that there was more to my story than just that. And we hit it off really well and set up a couple meetings after that. And it just kind of took off from there.
Okay, guys, again, she's being too humble. What she's off, she gangstered this shit and basically made an offer to buy 25% of Augustus Films. So how does one go from being an extra on a Barrington Levy music video shoot, with Platinum Camp Productions, to meeting with the owner and the director, Caesar Augustus, and then brokeraging this deal where you wind up buying 25% of Augustus Films, and he wound up buying 10% equity in the Karina Bradley, project. So this major director owned 10% of Karina Bradley, and Karina Bradley owned 25% of Augustus Films. And guys and ladies and gentlemen, Augustus Films was amazing. We did a tremendous amount of production for Asher Roth, for Scooter Braun, that super agent. We did stuff for Justin Bieber, for Diddy, even though he just got arrested this morning. Yeah, I mean, but for Diddy, we did a tremendous amount of music videos for people like Carrie Hilson, for Freeway, for Jack Frost, for Meek Mill, for Papoose, for obviously Karina Bradley. So we had this amazing situation that we were working with a very high level director, very artistic, brilliant with video production, and we were just blowing up at Dealer Synergy with video search engine optimization. So we were using all of our video search engine optimization skills. We were using the technology of Carmercial and VSEO Inc. to be able to get all these Karina Bradley videos optimized and syndicated. I mean, like, we kicked in the door with all the video search engine optimization, with all of these amazing things with Augustus Films. But during that time, I jumped in and reached out to my people from TF, okay, which is a crew from Brooklyn that was really famous in the early 90s. They had a big rap group called Brooklyn Zoo. So Brooklyn Zoo's famous for having that beef with the Wu-Tang Clan and what have you. And then they formed a rap group called TF Mafia. And so Karina Bradley did this amazing track called Everybody Knows, with TF Mafia and Papoose, and we got to do a bunch of stuff with Papoose. Karen, what do you have? Like, you have like 5 tracks, 5 music videos, like 6 tracks with Papoose. There's one unreleased track with Grammy nominated Remy Ma,
Yep.
wife. And he hosted your mixtape with DJ Diamond Cuts. DJ Diamond Cuts was Nicki Minaj's DJ, Obama's DJ, and she's
And
a
I think
huge.
she's the Philadelphia Eagles DJ too. I'm pretty
Yes, and she's
sure.
officially the Philadelphia Eagles DJ. Not only did you have this mega DJ, Diamond Cuts, and Papoose host your mixtape, Diamond Cuts actually jumped on a track, which is very, very rare for her rapping. But you've got a track produced
Her
by
first track ever.
Oh, it was her first track ever?
Yep.
That's crazy. And, so you have, DJ Diamond Cuts' very first, track singing, with you, produced by Certified Productions. Let's start there. What was that like working with someone at Papooses level? I mean, like with the late, I mean, like he's hip hop royalty with the late K Slay. He's now a huge DJ on, LL Cool J's Rock the Bells, Sirius, satellite radio station. He's married to Grammy nominated mega star, Remy Ma. He's
Mhm.
got a ton of tracks, and you've got all this music with him, but he's a close friend of ours. What's that like?
So it was a really good opportunity to lean on a professional, right? When I was starting my career, obviously he was doing it for so long. So to be able to kind of have someone guiding you, because the music business can be very ruthless, right? It's a hard business to be in. So having someone that has your back and is supporting you, that's already been there and done it, was obviously a really amazing thing. Being able to also lean on some of his connections, whether it be DJs or other artists. But again, just, he exuded professionalism, and just being able to really utilize him as a good resource.
You know what I'm going to say is this, is that, he is an incredible person. Honor, loyalty, respect. His record label, Honor Before Money, he lives those words. We met him when Remy was still locked up. And I remember we were the only people that weren't his blood family that were at the New York Supreme Court fighting for Remy on appeal. I mean, there's a lot of these people
Mhm.
that try to, like front run and try to name drop or whatever. People, like, they don't know the history. Like, we've known this man for 15 years we've been friends with him. We were there as his friend throughout like all the bullshit. I mean, when, he's fighting to get his wife back, when he was grinding and just trying to like, survive, you know what I mean? Like, and to be able to do all these videos. I mean, just think about it. We got the TF Mafia and the Everybody Knows video that was, shot in Brooklyn. Then we did the We Slid music video and the We Slid remix that you did in the Boogie Down Bronx.
Mhm.
I'm talking about like live, like right in the hood, like everybody pulling up, you know what I mean? And
It was
it was
very authentic.
it was definitely authentic, and then all the stuff that, him coming over the house in your home studio, creating tracks like, the Twitter track, Follow Me, or even jumping on the, She Really Loves Me, you know what I mean, track with Remy. I mean, like having him here at the house. I mean, like just with the family, like having his kids with our kids, it was all love, you know what I mean? And then,
Yeah.
I mean, one of the coolest things is Papoose is known for his lyricists, his lyrics, his bars. And then he's got these series like the Law Library and then the Obituary, like Obituary series that he does every year. He's been doing it for like almost 2 decades. The fact that you are doing a song, a duet with him for
Mhm.
Obituary
2010.
2010, and then
Mhm.
having your whole family, your husband and your kids in that music video. How cool is that, honey?
Super cool. I love watching it because, the kids were younger. So being able to see them again at that age and, they didn't really understand too much what was going on at the time. But now that, especially our girls, they're older and they look back and realize what they were involved in at the time, it's a really cool feeling.
Yeah, the craziness about the Papoose thing is that we've been friends with so many years. You want to tell the funny story about the Love and Hip Hop thing? Like how did, all right, so for you guys that know,
The wedding.
yeah,
After these messages, we'll be right back.
This episode is brought to you by Podium. Here's a question. How much would your business change if you had one more employee who worked 24/7 to turn every lead, including the ones that come in after hours, into a test drive, sale, and more money for your dealership? Meet Jerry, Podium's new AI BDC. Jerry is a lead conversion powerhouse designed to respond instantly to every incoming lead, to answer questions accurately, keep leads warm, and schedule test drives, all without direct human supervision. And the best part, with a seamless handoff to staff on the sales floor, customers will never know they were interacting with an AI to begin with. See how Podium's AI BDC can help you sell more cars by visiting podium.com/MCS. That's podium.com/MCS, or click the link in the show notes below.
I don't know if it's Pat or it's just rappers in general, but he's hilarious. He tells us the last minute, yo, Karina, Sean, I got the, come through. I'm like, all right, cool. It's his wedding. It's his freaking wedding. So he invites us to his wedding last minute, but he doesn't tell us what to wear. So I'm wearing my black
And tell
suit.
us there's a dress code. Yeah.
My wife's in a leather maroon, dress, looking cute as fuck, right? She's looking cute. And we notice everything is like black and white, but we don't say anything. Then all of a sudden it was Corey Mosley. Shout out to Corey Mosley. He saw us on Love and Hip Hop on VH1. Apparently, like you have the Kardashian weddings. Well, it was the Mackie wedding. We didn't know that this thing was freaking being live streamed as a special, like a VH1 special, Love and Hip Hop special, the Mackie wedding. So we're on there and we're the only ones not in black and white because it's a black and white wedding. I have this big orange tie on and Karina is in a leather maroon dress. I mean, how hilarious was that our phones were blown up for days after? Oh my God, I saw you in Love and Hip Hop. And we're like, what are you talking
Yeah. I
about?
mean, at least we popped, I guess, right? I think Cardi B was there too, right?
Sure. No, yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
I think she actually came up to me and said she liked my dress and my shoes at the time. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that
See,
was
I
definitely
stuck out. I was the purple cow. I was the maroon cow in a sea
you're
of
the orange
black and
guy
white.
girl of of the thing. And then we've been to not only his wedding that was on Love and Hip Hop, but we were also at his 10-year vow renewal. And I think one of the most special things was that he had a baby shower for Reminiscence, the golden child, him and Remy's baby, they had this beautiful music video shoot. And in the music video shoot, it was legends. It was Fat Joe, Little Kim, Joe Budden, and it was Safari, and some other people from Love and Hip Hop, right? And Sean and Karina Bradley were cameoing. We had a cameo appearance in this beautiful music video with
They're
Remy,
throwing
Fat
up the hearts.
Joe,
Yeah.
yeah, Little Kim in there, and it was just an honor to be part of that stuff. Papoose has performed, for us numerous times at IS-20G. He's been amazing, not only throughout like his own career, he's been a huge supporter of yours and mine. I mean, when I had my radio show Against All Odds, him and Remy were one of the first celebrities to allow me to interview them, and it was just an amazing relationship. But because
Yeah.
of that, because of how thorough Papoose is, how respected he is on the street as a lyricist, as a hip hop person, he opened up a lot of doors. I mean, DJ K Slay is a legend, honey, and you were able to be featured, on the Drama Hour on DJ K Slay's, radio show. We've been to his straight stunting boat party, his yacht party, and stuff like that, and Papoose also hooked us up with G Unit Radio and Miss Mimi. You've got 6 live performances in front of tens of millions of people, even going a cappella. What was that like, working with Papoose and DJ K Slay, Miss Mimi, and being live on Sirius Satellite Radio in front of 16 million people performing live and having your music played?
It was just unreal. Obviously I was very nervous. It was one of the biggest things that I had done at that time. So I didn't quite know what to expect, because it was also like the first time that I was being officially interviewed on radio. And yeah, so it was very nerve-wracking, but at the same time, it was very fulfilling to be able to say that I was able to do something like that.
Yeah, and then things blew up. I mean, you've got tracks with Freeway, Rockefeller Records, Jay-Z's artist, Philadelphia Freeway with Jack Frost. We run this thing. We shot that video with Augustus Films at the Karenwood Estates, which is an orange castle, and we got kicked out of there because it's like the rappers. But then, we had like Gilly the Kid cameoing in that video. We had Petey Crack, I think, that was there as well. And then from there, Philadelphia legend, Meek Mill. Meek Mill is a multi-platinum recording artist, and that track went all over the country, honey. That was on Power 99. It was all over Philadelphia radio. Can you share with everybody, what was that like? Where were you at when your song with Meek Mill, one of the biggest artists in the country, definitely the biggest artist in Philadelphia, your track was on FM radio? What was that like?
So actually, my backup dancers and I were shopping at the time. I think we were in the mall somewhere. We were picking up some last minute things because we were doing a performance the next few days. And it just came on the radio. And we all just looked at each other and screamed like, "Oh my gosh, like it's on the radio. Like that's me." Like I couldn't believe it. And people around us were excited because they kind of caught on to what we were doing and listening to. So I'll never forget that moment.
I'll never forget it either, because I was driving in Philadelphia and my wife is on the radio with Meek Mill and I'm blasting, what I mean? I'm pushing, I forgot what I was driving, BMW, whatever at the point. And I got Meek Mill's like just burning up the speakers. And then you got to perform on CBS on Talk Philly. You got interviewed live in front of like the news icon Yuki Washington, right?
Yes.
So, what was that like being on TV and being on the CBS Talk Philly, which is like Good Morning New York? It was like the morning show, and you got interviewed and you got to perform live in front of like 1 million plus people.
It was surreal, right? Because you see these people on TV and you watch the news and you see them, and then to actually be the person sitting on that couch being interviewed by them is just a whole another feeling. It was crazy.
So Papoose Remy Ma, TF Mafia, Philadelphia Freeway, Meek Mill, and then Young Chris. You have this amazing track, Get Loose, with Dipset's Bezel, and again, another Rockefeller Nation, Young Chris of Young Guns. What was that like working with all of these A-list celebrities? I mean, you're a Puerto Rican girl, you know what I mean, doing pop music, and you are with the most gangster, most lyricist, most hip hop people like in the history of hip hop. What was that like for you?
I think that was the cool part about it, right? Because it's like valuing the differences in the different styles. When you combine two different styles, you can come up with something even better than their individual effect, right? The definition of synergy. So being able to synergize the two different styles of music, and everybody was really respectful, really cool, just really into the project. And yeah, I learned a lot from all the different artists that I got to work with.
Yeah, and speaking of artists, let's talk about the producers. Besides working with, LA Dub, the Blind Master, I mean, like he's your number one producer. I mean, it's
Yes.
like, that's your main guy. But you've worked with Certified Productions,
Mhm.
on that Meek Mill track and, on the DJ Diamond Cuts track. You work with Rwanga Sameth, who's a huge mega producer out of LA. He did a lot of stuff with Shakira,
Kesha,
Usher, and he did that movie Ted. And so you got that, and you wrote that song completely, Caution.
Caution.
You work with that legendary underground DJ,
Larry T.
Harry T, who wrote that song for RuPaul's Supermodel, and he co-wrote the track with you called "Damn I Look Good." So you work with these legendary, and then oh my God, Darrell Bottoms, protege Dilemma from Sigma Sound Studios, one of the most elite studios in the world in history.
Party like
You've
there's no
Party
tomorrow.
Like There's No Tomorrow. So what was that like working with all of these legend producers? Not only these artists, Care, but you've worked with like legendary producer after producer after producer. What was that like?
So everybody was super down to earth. They were very good coaches and mentors to me. Being in the studio, working with different producers, they like to do things different ways when they're recording. So I got to learn the different styles of, what one producer likes over the other. They all have different ears, so they're able to kind of hear what you're recording in a different way. So it's really nice to be able to see how great everybody was, but also how different they each were.
Hmm. And what I also think is pretty amazing, Kara, is that you have a total of 75 million views online, and again, it's probably partially because of the video search engine optimization stuff that we were
Mhm.
doing and how talented and beautiful you are, man. Like it's just crazy to me. Like if you go to World Star Hip Hop, you've got like, 20, 30 million views just on World Star Hip Hop alone with all the music videos with TF Mafia, Meek Mill, Young Chris, etc. Then you have all the YouTube video links. And what's crazy is that, you retired when Xander was, when you were pregnant with Xander. So Xander just turned 11. So you've been retired for over
Yeah,
11 years. So this is
2013. Mhm.
or before Instagram became big, so
Yes.
that's why
Twitter
there,
was huge. Yeah,
yeah,
Twitter was
that,
huge at the time.
that's why you don't have an Instagram for Karina Bradley because, it happened afterwards. I
I,
think
I
on
have one that I just uploaded a couple pictures to, but that's about it.
Yeah, but that you have a Reverb Nation that has over 40,000 followers and things like that. Um, you know, Kara, the fact let's talk about this for a couple of moments because we have to break soon.
Mhm.
You also had crazy, interesting things happen. Like you work with Scott Cummings, which was Michael Jackson's bodyguard, and he was your bodyguard. We had a whole security detail, so people don't even know when we used to leave New Jersey and do your live shows in Brooklyn and New York City or what have you. We used to roll with two Suburbans deep. You were in one Suburban with your security detail. They all wear black suit, white shirt, pink ties. And
Yep.
then the other
Mhm.
one, there would be a judge and, more armed security, folk. And it's crazy. There's a lot of video footage, of you at Club Avalon, for example, jumping out and having a team of Secret Service agents on you. So my question is how cool is that you had a team of Secret Service agents, that were your security detail, and one of them was Michael Jackson's lead bodyguard that's been in, TV and
Hmm.
books, stuff like that. What was that like working with Scotty Cummings?
Mind blowing. He even would have to demonstrate techniques. We would have to rehearse and practice. If this happened, they actually punch you in the gut so that you fold over and you're, protected from the direction of, whatever might be happening at that particular moment. But yeah, I used to like imagine like, whoa, like he was with Michael Jackson protecting Michael Jackson. So I used to feel like, because I love Michael Jackson's music. So I felt a little tied to him in some way.
No, no doubt. And then you mentioned earlier that the Style TV network, the Tia and Tamara show. Remember those girls, sister, sister, everybody? Well, they had a show called Tia and Tamara on Style Network, and they licensed Dance Floor Diva. So, Carrie, you performed in front of thousands of people. You performed in front of millions of people on FM radio and satellite radio. You performed live. You've got 11 different music videos with major recording artists, platinum recording artists, TV stars, Love and Hip Hop New York reality TV stars, mega producers. How are you so humble and kind and just, people don't realize the magnitude that you did it at, but I do and you do, but you're grounded. You're just KB. You're just Karen. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You're not
thank you.
some, how do you keep grounded from all this stuff?
I guess at the end of the day, I just look at it like we're all just people. We're the same people today as we were when we were born, as far as like value goes. And I think we're all equal. And I think if you're just kind to everyone, then that's the way life should go. And I'm no better than anybody else. Yeah, I've taken a different path. I've had amazing experiences. I've done amazing things, but I don't necessarily let it be who I am.
I would agree. And then so let's talk about just for a minute, like this major music video. See, once we explain your background in
Mhm.
entertainment at the level that you're at, all somebody's got to do is go to YouTube and type in Karina Bradley,
Right.
go to World Star Hip Hop, type in Karina Bradley, go to anywhere where music is and type in Karina Bradley, Apple, iTunes or Spotify or whatever it is. And you've got, I mean, like I lost count, Kara, but you're over 30 plus tracks. A lot of them aren't even released yet.
Mm-mm.
So kind of talk to us about this Buy a Car music video. Why, after all these years, do you decide to come out of retirement, dust your mic off, and just slay the track and slay the music video?
I mean, I've been doing things, right? So this is, if anyone follows the Internet Sales 20 group, this is something that we started doing. I don't remember quite the year, Sean, maybe like 8, 9 years ago, I would say.
Okay.
But it was after I kind of retired from the Karina Bradley project. We started to introduce these cool parody videos that we were doing at the Internet Sales 20 group conference to create a fun environment, to be able to show the industry kind of how the event goes and just get more exposure in a very fun way by incorporating car people into the videos, whether they're dancing or lip syncing or like actually having lines in the video. So we put together, I think we have like 5 or 6 parody slash remix tracks, if I remember correctly. And I did feature on the Old Town Road to the Sale. I was
Yes.
on that as well. And I think I was a millionaire car salesman as well.
Yeah,
The millionaire car salesman.
yeah,
Yeah.
lady millionaire car salesman.
Song too. Yep. So it's not like I just came out to do this one, but this is the first one that I have done completely, right? From front to back. And we
You
just
wrote the song. Who else helped write the song? Tiana and
Tiana
L.
helped write it. LA helped write it. Yeah. And we were actually working with someone from Call Review too at first, because at first we were going to kind of do a collaboration. But we decided they did a whole nother track that we helped them produce. And then we decided to keep this one in house.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So obviously everybody knows. Oh, go ahead,
Yeah.
Sean.
Shout out to Call Review. And so, Karen, we got to wind down the podcast right now, but I wanted to just say that I am so proud of the Buy a Car video. I'm so proud of our video production team, from Griffin to Charlie to Perry to, just the creative team, LA on production, you on bars. And then, shout out to Franca and Tiana for being in the
And shout out to
video.
you for being such an amazing dancer. And Charlie, I mean, every person in the video, guys, is actually a friend, family member, or an employee of Dealer Synergy, which are obviously family members too. So
Absolutely.
we just took all of our talent and we put it into this video. So I appreciate everybody for participating, and I appreciate all of you for watching it.
Yeah, so please find the video, Karina Bradley Buy a Car on YouTube, like, comment, and share. Pretty please. Go to the YouTube video, like, comment, and share, and put it out there. So Karina Bradley, aka KBZ, KB, the Queen, the CEO of Dealer Synergy, also known as Karen Bradley, also known as my wife, also known as the luckiest woman in the world to be married to me. I'm just kidding. I'm out.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
All the car sales with that. Put 'em up now. Let's make a scene.
I sent you a text, but you left me on red. And that's what people do. But don't let that be you. I gave you a call with no answer at all. I know that's what people do. And don't let that be you. 'Cause we got all calls. Our sales team are all stars. This is where it all starts. On the phone, all you gotta do is take my call. See, I sent you a text, but you left me on red. And I just wanna talk. So you can buy a car. The phone is gonna ring. And the voicemail's gonna beep. And I just wanna speak. So you can buy a car. I never miss a lead. I follow up with speed. 'Cause that's what they don't do. But I'll do that for you. I'm shooting videos, and putting in good notes. 'Cause that's what they don't do. But I'll do that for you. 'Cause we got all calls. Our sales team are all stars. This is where it all starts. On the phone, all you gotta do is take my call. See, I sent you a text, but you left me on red. And I just wanna talk. So you can buy a car. The phone is gonna ring. And the voicemail's gonna beep. And I just wanna speak. So you can buy a car. Just 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 buy a car. Hey, just think, while you were sending your information to all the liars and dirty dealerships of the world, you could have been getting down with this sick deal. My customer brought in their trade-in. They said, oh my God, this is such an awesome deal. So step into my showroom, got cars I wanna show you, the features and the benefits of buying this car. Yeah. See, I sent you a text, but you left me on red. And I just wanna talk. So you can buy a car. The phone is gonna ring. And the voicemail's gonna beep. And I just wanna speak. So you can buy a car. Just buy a car. Just buy a car. You just buy a car.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, all of that was not just a simple trip down memory lane, right? That wasn't the purpose of why we were sharing all of that. The whole reason is so that hopefully we can inspire some ideas inside of you. Like, what would you do if you were entering into the music industry? How would you get your name out there if you were like a brand new pop artist, right? The cool thing is you're not a brand new pop artist, but you might be a brand new car salesman, or you might be a car salesman who's just looking to take his or her brand to the next level. So what I decided to do is we said, hey, you know what? Let's grab KB, right? We're going to get on here and we're going to talk to you about some different strategies, some different things that you can use, some ways that you could create some parody videos of your own, right? And actually like tap into it. And the cool thing is, the funny thing is, even if every single listener on here took these ideas and used them, they would all still be unique, right? In each and every way, right? It would have its own twist. So, KB, I know you said you came up with what? How many did you say? About
We came up with 6.
6 different things. Okay, cool. So you could take any one of these 6. You could take all 6 of them, whatever it is that you want to do. But come on, ladies and gentlemen, we want to inspire some creativity. So, KB, break that. What's the first idea? Something that folks could do to attract energy, like positive energy, fun energy to them and their brand.
All right. So the first one is a car comparison parody, right?
Okay.
So we want to create these humorous videos that you can compare your cars to crazy things, right? Some absurd alternatives like a llama or a skateboard and and why your vehicles are better than a llama or a skateboard.
Hey, listen, let me tell you, I got the F-150. Like, listen, I got the F-152 skateboard. You don't know, like.
Or you could be like, you know, how much can you fit in the cabin, right? Or in the back of your pickup
You know what I'm
versus
saying?
what can you fit on a llama?
I'm towing something on my skateboard, and you're trying to like pull something up the hill, and it's like skirt.
Yes. How far are you going to get on that skateboard with that 1 foot trying to pull things along? Like, I think you're coming backwards down that hill.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah,
your
that's a
car
lot of
ain't
fun.
doing that, or your pickup ain't doing that, you know?
100%. So, well, hopefully it's not right. And if it is, you definitely need to come see us at ABC Motors. Cool. So that's just one idea, something that people can do. Create some parody videos, right?
Yes.
What's another one?
All right. So how about a celebrity car salesperson spoof? So you could think of like famous actors or musicians. You
Yeah.
know, some people have really unique voices or styles,
Right.
you know, and being able to incorporate that into pretending as if they were a salesperson at your dealership and how in over the top ways what they would do to try to sell cars there. So if you had Kevin Hart,
Right.
you know, maybe, you know, he's super funny, high energy, you know, just says crazy stuff. Just having fun with that.
Absolutely. So somebody be like, listen, so what we're going to do is we're going to buy this car. And the reason why we're going to buy this car is because Kevin be doing his job.
Exactly. There was an orangutan.
Really? An orangutan. So anyone who has, if you got, because listen, there is talent at your dealership. I don't know if you know this or not, right? But there's someone at your dealership that can do voices. They can do impressions and things like that, right? You get somebody else that can do a Taylor Swift impression, right? And have them on there talking about, you know, whatever song that Taylor Swift might want to do. And then you flip that and turn it into some content, man. That's what I'm talking about, Kay. These are fun, man. And what it does, it also, it allows our teammates to be involved in the branding of the dealership. Man, I'm telling you, this is some good stuff.
Yes, which goes really far for culture, right? People love to be a part of fun things, funny things, be a part of the movement. So I think it's a really strong culture move too.
Big time, big time. All right, cool. So that was just 2. Listen, we already got, I don't know if we're going to give them all 6K because these joints are fire. What you got? What's number 3?
Well, I'll keep it going till you tell me to stop.
All right.
All right. Number 3, dealership reality show parody. So you could create a parody of popular reality shows. So I was even thinking, I don't know if anybody here has ever watched the show Love is Blind,
I
but
remember that
you
with Lauren and Cameron.
So what you could do is, can you imagine if, the premise of Love is Blind is that people meet behind a wall, so they don't actually physically see each other. They fall in love with each other for the words that are said, right? The emotion behind it.
I know
So
about
you
that.
could have a person. Yes, you do, LA. That means Naima is amazing. And I know she is.
Tell us.
Shout out to Naima.
Yeah.
So what you could have is somebody, a salesperson behind a wall, and have the person, or even actually, sorry, no, I would actually do a customer, right?
Yeah.
Pretend like a customer's behind the wall,
Mhm.
and they're saying all the things that they think that would make a dream car their dream car. Instead of a dream person, it's a dream car, a
Yeah.
dream vehicle, dream truck, right? And they're listing out all the things that they would love and hope for. And then you can have the vehicle on the other side of the wall, actually with somebody giving them a voice
Right.
and saying, oh, well, I possess all of these things. These are all the amazing things about me. And then after they agree or that, they feel like they like each other
Uh-huh.
in that show, they propose. So the customer can propose to the car.
Right.
And then at that point, then they're allowed to see each other. They have a meetup after that. So then you could have maybe the vehicle pull up as the customer is approaching, and they get to meet and they're in love.
Oh, I'm a convertible. They ain't know how we roll. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I'm a big body. I got the weight, the tow capacity of 6,000 men. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So yeah,
Cool.
so just having fun with parody shows and just popular shows that are out there right now.
Absolutely.
And if you think about it, LA, then you use those tags, and if those are popular shows, you're
Oh
gonna be
my
able to
gosh.
generate more traffic to you.
Huge. You talking about SEO now? Look, you diving into the
Mm-hmm.
Google Appalachian space. I love it. All right. What else we got? We gotta have some more.
All right. So next, car maintenance parody. So
Ooh.
again, these are parodies because what was our music video was a parody of the Taylor Swift Shake It Off. So
Right.
we flipped it to Buy a Car. So
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about here today. So again, another parody you could do is car maintenance. So producing funny how-to videos, but showing not the right way to maintain a car, but the wrong way. So again, you might have that character at the dealership that is you could name them whatever, and
Yeah.
I would have it consistent, so you could actually make this a series.
Yeah.
Right. And have that person in it that, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Allstate, the mayhem guy that's always causing mayhem.
Uh-huh.
So like maybe there's someone like that. There's some Joe Schmo guy that's
Mr.
constantly
Nofix.
like, yeah, like I could fix that. Let me just
Oh,
unscrew
you
this
need
here.
your oil change. Oh, you got. Let me get this Kool-Aid real quick. We're gonna put it over here.
Let me see what I can find. Oh, you need some gas? Let me put some sugar in that tank.
Oh my gosh. Banana in the tailpipe. This is wild. Yeah, but it's
But
again a lot of fun, right? A way to
Uh-huh.
create some fun, something that's attractive
Right.
to your dealership.
But LA, it is important though to follow it up with the proper right
of course.
tutorial. So
Absolutely. Come on.
Joe Schmo may do this, and you can title him whatever. But this here at ABC Motors, this is how it's supposed to be done.
Exactly.
And that we're emphasizing the importance of regular maintenance services offered by the dealership, right? So this is
Marketing your
also
service
a way exactly to drive service business.
Exactly. We already know that people are 7 times as likely to purchase from the place where they get their service done. So that's a big deal. Lovely. I said, I don't know. I feel like I want to hold back on it, but I don't want to hold back. I wish it was like a situation. You know how if I'm on a Zoom, I tell them, type something in the chat if you want some more. Type something in the chat. But since we're on a podcast, I guess I can't do that. We might as well give them the next one.
Okay, so let's go for number 5.
All right.
This is going to be themed holiday parodies. So you could think of, especially we're about to approach the holidays. We're coming up on Halloween
Mhm.
and Christmas,
Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving, Hanukkah.
Yeah.
So this would be probably a good time to start thinking about some of these, but you could feature festive humor while promoting, sales events. So you could do like the 12 days of car sales
Mm-hmm.
and figure out, so on the first day of car sales, whatever,
Right.
so, and kind of play off of that. So this could actually give you like a 12 days worth of
content, right? You could
Yeah,
just
like posts, like
right.
12 posts.
100%. Yeah, big time. So I think that all of this stuff could be really, really good. I mean, and here's the thing, don't feel like you have to do it all on your own. Like literally, if you want Dealer Synergy to assist you, right? You can reach out to us. You already know how to get to us on the podcast. You could send us an email, send a message to info@dealersynergy.com. Say, hey, I just want a little bit more information on those ideas, right? Listen, if you already have an ad agency that you're working with, right? Hey, you know what? Let's bring in Dealer Synergy for some consulting, right? Why? Because we come from this music industry background, right? Literally, there's nobody that's going to make sure that your audio sounds as high quality as I don't even really talk like that. Y'all know how I am. I'm kind of like more so laid back, but I mean, on the real, I'm really fired up right now because there was someone who put together his post. It's September's Life Insurance Awareness Month. And so they put together a song and they used ChatGPT to make the lyrics. And then they put it in like some Suno or something like that and made the song. And people was hype about it. And I'm like, no, that joint is whack, right? It's a Chrysler 300, you know what I'm saying? And I'm only saying that when you compare it to a Phantom, because when a real Phantom pull up, you know what I'm saying?
That's right, LA.
It just don't compare. So definitely send us a message. You can always call the office, whatever. Y'all know how to get in contact with us. And y'all already know you can always text me at 267-551-6279 and let me know that you want to implement any of these ideas. So this is some really good stuff. We talked about, comparison videos, right? With the fun, comparing it against the different types of vehicles and all that. We talked about impersonations and kind of getting some funny stuff going on there. We talked about, the reality show thing. We talked about Mr. Nofix. I mean, we talked about all different kind of stuff. This was really powerful. We talked about the holiday parodies and all of that. Now we got to give them at least one more. I know you said you had 6. Let's give them at least one more. I know you got more up in there. You told me you had more, and I was like, nah, okay, we can't give them all, all right.
Uh-huh.
So let's see what we got. Give them at least one more.
All right. So the last one for today are TikTok challenges. So we all know that TikTok is very big, especially with the younger community. So being able to tap into this platform is very important for growing your audience. So if you think about it, you could launch a parody challenge. You can actually have your customers create funny videos related to car shopping. We all know that there's these paradigms out there. There's these stereotypes. So getting them to kind of, do these funny videos about what they have experienced at other car dealerships. And then you could run some type of contest for that and then give a prize of some sort to the best submission.
Absolutely, man. Because folks like to win stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And if you think about it, when you do stuff like that, where you create challenges, you're like casting a net out there, right? So I'm capturing my customers' audiences, their individual audiences, because they're tagging the dealership. They're, maybe getting their friends involved, making other people aware of the challenge, which is all going to drive everything back to you at your dealership.
100%. So, man, we talking about SEO. We talking about, like crowdfunding, right? Advertising. I mean, this is some really cool stuff. And so, listen, we didn't want to keep folks long, right? I know that,
No,
Sean,
I did want to say one more thing, though,
okay,
LA.
What's up?
All right. So some people, right? Maybe not all, but some, let's, point out the elephant in the room here,
Okay.
may be thinking that, this sounds like a lot of work. This sounds like a waste of time. I need my people to sell cars, not playing around, having fun, creating these parodies. But that's the thing, is social media should be looked at for the purpose of TOMA, right? Not immediately selling a vehicle, but top of the mind awareness.
Yeah.
Because those people might not be in the market now, but when they are and they're ready, who do you think they're going to come to? Or if their friends and family are looking to buy a vehicle and they're already, part of your audience, then who do you think that they're going to send them to?
Absolutely. Yeah. See, the whole name of the game is becoming the person or the business that people say yes to even before they know what the opportunity is. See, that's one of the cool things about, even Tiana talks about it, right? She was the kind of person where somebody was like, hey, listen, I'm going to buy a car from you no matter what kind of car you're selling. It doesn't matter. I want to buy from you, right? And so that's what it's all about. That's what real business success is about. It doesn't matter what my product is. It doesn't matter. I'm the type of person that you want to do business with. We're the type of dealership that you want to do business with. It doesn't matter if we don't have this particular vehicle. It cracks me up sometimes. That's one of the rebuttals that I kind of teach when people, sometimes coordinate, people say things on the phone that I tell them not to say. So they might tell somebody a certain vehicle's been sold and the person like, oh, okay, well, I'll just go somewhere else. Why? You're going to go somewhere else to get a different vehicle. If you're going to get a different vehicle, why not just get it from us, right? Well, that's because they don't like you enough. Like, can I just be real? Is that okay? Like, they don't like you enough. But if you were to implement strategies like what we're talking about here, then maybe they would. So
Exactly.
fire stuff, Kay, man. You breaking it down. Listen, I tell folks all the time that you are the average of the 5 people who you spend the most time with, and you've just been spending time with Sean V. Bradley, L.A. Williams, and the one and only Miss Karina Bradley. It's your turn. Go out there and be a millionaire car salesman. We'll talk to y'all later. Peace.
Bye.
Fast response times can help you beat the dealer down the street. Get a tool that can respond to your leads in 15 seconds or less and help you book test drives 24/7, nights and weekends, so you can sell more cars. Podium's AI BDC is a conversational AI employee who sells, schedules, and talks with customers day and night and sounds like your best sales rep. Transform potential interest into sales today with Podium. Visit podium.com/MCS to see what AI can do for your dealership. That's podium.com/MCS or click the link in the show notes.